Okay, guys, we're back with the Carbinox Titan Pro. I believe it's also called your generic C16 on Amazon. We've had it for 3 days. We've kind of put it through the paces. What we've done with it is bathed both the cat and the dog with it. We've dropped it on the floor. Seems to be in great condition. It's a very basic watch. As you can see from the display, it's pretty basic. I found this watch face here through their selection of watch faces to make it easiest for you to use. Why do I say that? Because if not, you're flipping through all the pages and you're trying to figure out, where everything's at. And it's kind of a pain. I'm a guy, I guess you could say a techie who is not really good with tech. I like the convenience of technology, but don't always know how to use it. So if that's you, this is the perfect watch for you. Now, I wanted to bring up the app and talk about some of the things it does. It seems to be measuring blood oxygen. I would not suggest using the phone feature of it. It does have the capability, but once you turn it on, it tends to default to that. And that's not always a good thing. Another thing is I have an app that I use for messaging, or that I was using for messaging, but that's my honey. What was happening is so in all fairness, the way it started out, I plugged it in, charged it up. It showed me that it was 99%. I took it that at face value, and that wasn't the case. It was running down really, really fast, which to me meant I didn't let it charge long enough. So I put it back on the charger and I ran it till about, I don't know, another hour and a half. Okay. So then, since then, I've been, let's see. Sorry about that. We are now on, I'm going to say this is day 3. The beginning of day 3, and we are at 69%. But in all fairness to the battery, that's what I was about to explain. The app is very limited. I mean, it's a good app, but it's very limited to, let's see, your notifications. So it gives you just a very select number of applications that it can get notifications from, right? And then from there on, you have to put others, which I thought I had that clicked off. The reason why you want to click that off is because when you're navigating, because I told you I have a tow truck business, when you're navigating and this thing is telling you to turn here, turn there, your phone just goes off the whole entire time that it's navigating. And it keeps reminding you, you got to come up in a quarter mile. And so that ran the battery down. So anytime you switch that other down there, you really have to be specific on what you're using. Phone, messages, Facebook, Gmail. And then that's pretty much, if you want to get Instagram notifications, that's fine. But if you hit this other button, you will get notifications for everything that goes on your phone. And that turns into, this watch is just going off all the freaking time. Another thing is I started out with the constant heart monitor on, which you see right there. Now, if I want to just kind of check it when I've been working or exercising or whatever, well, obviously you see me, I'm not doing a lot of exercise, but if you want to check your vitals, you just press the button, which is the reason why I said this screen is great for just your guy who's not really a big techie. It kind of puts everything right there in front of you, so you're not having to go back and forth. So from this screen, you can measure your heart rate. You can see how many steps you've taken, how many calories you burned, how far you walked. You can use the phone. You can look at your messages, and you can use a calculator. All great stuff for basic guys just like me. So like I said, I've put it through its paces. We've dropped it on the floor. You saw that on my first video. We've given both the dogs and the cats, the dog and the cat bath. That worked really, really well. Didn't show any signs of any damage. I don't normally take a shower with it. I took a shower with it yesterday just wanted to see what it would do with shampoo and all that good stuff. And it did really, really well. It measures your sleep, though I don't believe this to be accurate for today because I'm aware of what time I went to bed. And, well, I guess it kind of is, yeah. So it says I got 8 hours and 30 minutes of sleep, and it does that by supposedly measuring your heart rate or something like that. It says I've walked 1,055 steps today. My last heart rate reading was 100 beats per minute. I don't even mess with the blood pressure thing because from everything that I've heard, it's not going to be very accurate, so I don't even jack with it. But other than that, I mean, if you're a guy who's just a working guy looking for a basic watch, I've got it on the 22nd timeout, by the way. Basic watch. And this is a great watch. But if you're looking for cool graphics and for it to look really, really, spectacular like your Samsungs or your Apple Watch products, this is not going to be the product for you. This is going to be very generic looking the whole way through. Everything from the app to the watch looks very, very generic. And that's what these are. These are just drop ship, foreign versions of watches from China or something like that. Probably pretty cheap. I know that I could have acquired this watch for half the price, but I didn't want it to have some funky writing on it. So I spent the money, and it was only like just a little bit less than $100. And they gave me this really pointless, gimmicky looking pin, which is like a knife and a fire starter or something like that. But hey, you know what? It's something. So anyways, Carbinox Titan Pro, day 3. We are at 69% on the battery, so it seems to be holding up good. It seems to be doing everything that it promised to do. There's my cat. You see her? It seems to be doing everything that it promised to do. We're gonna end every video the same way because, like I said, we're gonna put this watch to its paces, and we're gonna drop that thing on the floor just like that. Spend our own money to do this, and as you can see, no problem. Holds up well. I mean, to me, I'm not gonna be banging it with a hammer or anything like that, which I know a lot of guys are doing, but I'm not gonna do that because I did spend my money on it. I just want to know that it's gonna work with what I do. I do towing. I just want to make sure that it's going to hold up and not fall apart the first time I bang it up against the truck. And it looks like it's going to hold up. So that's day 3. We're going to come back in a few days and we're going to see how that battery's doing. I've committed to not charge it, let it run all the way down as much as I could, and then charge it one night. So I'll see you in a couple days and we'll see where we're at.